Hey, this is Sean. It's day 8 of drinking only naked juice. I'm doing it for 40 days. And here's what I'm drinking today. So, again, day 8, drinking only naked juice. I've had a berry blast. I finished off a Mighty Mango from yesterday, and I am working on a Bright Beets. What's in a Bright Beets? Looks like this is a bit of apple juice, beet juice, carrot puree, coconut water, lemon juice, ginger juice, natural flavors. This bottle is 170 calories. And actually, so it's 170 calories. So I've probably had this one right here. This is a Mighty Mango. It's 290 calories. This one, a berry, about 250. So each one of these are somewhere between 200 and 250 on calories. I tend not to just drink all of this at once. I tend to just sip on it until it goes all the way down. And usually what I do is I have 2 or 3 of these going at once, because you'll get tired of just drinking berry all the time, and then you'll switch to a mango, and then I'll switch to a beet. Somehow beets feel more like dinner and lunch to me, and these feel more like breakfast or snack time. I don't know. It's sort of funky the way you go through all of them. So anyway, 3 today. I've drank, again, half of this one and all of this one. So I'm 1.5, and I've had just a little bit of this beet juice so far. I'm actually liking the beet juice. The beet juice for me needs to be really cold. Though I don't like it sort of once it starts to warm up and get room temperature. So I probably drink 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 of these a day. So it's probably 1,000 calories, somewhere between 750 and 1,000 calories. Okay, something that I think is really important for me to say is this is not being endorsed by Naked Juice. We're not being paid or asked to do this for them. They're not a client. They never have been a client. As long as I've been doing these sort of crazy long fasts, I've been drinking naked juice while I do them. And I just thought it would be really fun. Hey, why don't we just vlog about it, about what's going on? So I didn't think to do this until like day, I don't know, 7. So I started yesterday. So what are the first 7 days like? They're actually the hardest days. Very first day, you're sort of excited because it's new and you're thinking, okay, I'm starting on this thing and it's sort of kind of fun and whatever. Day 2, it starts to settle in on you and what you're doing. Day 3, you kind of start realizing that your body's shifting a little bit. Eventually your body's going to start eating fat off of itself. Stored fat's actually an incredible energy source. It's just most of us don't ever exercise or work out. We don't ever do anything that exceeds our caloric intake. We usually are just right there. And our bodies sort of work to get to a set point of figuring out how much physical activity does this person do and how many calories do they take in. And the body sort of works out and optimizes out to say, that's my set point. And when you do that over a long period of time, you settle in on a weight. For me, I had settled in about 185, 190, right? If I sort of watched what I ate, I'd be about 185. If I didn't care what I ate, I'd be about 190. And so, which is too heavy for me. That's not right for my frame. My frame, I should probably be, if I'm really healthy and lean, I'm probably in the 165, 170. If I've got a little more muscle on my body, I'm probably in the 170, 175. So I was probably 10 or 15 pounds overweight, and my BMI, sort of my fat to body composition ratio, every time I've looked at it, it's been sort of off. So in terms of just what I was eating and how much I was working on and other things, I had gotten to a not really healthy place, but I knew I had my reboot. Remember I talked about yesterday, this thing's sort of a reboot for me that happens every day or every once a year. All right, another question. Sometimes, people talk about you should drink your vegetables and eat your fruits. And so I understand there's a lot out about juice and blood sugar and the way it spikes, and that if you do it long term, it's actually negative or bad for you. For me, and me only, again, I'm not recommending that anybody do this. It's a little bit crazy and insane to do. And somebody asked me about it today. Said, what about balance? Like, are you getting fats and proteins and everything else? And no, I'm not. I'm getting what's in the things that I juice, and there are not fats and there's not proteins in it. So my body basically lives off of the additional calories I need for whatever I'm doing. It's not like I'm working out all the time while I'm doing this, but anything extra that it needs actually comes from stored fat, again, which is a really healthy energy source for our body. It's actually really efficient. We just don't ever make use of it that often. So day 8, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow on day 9 and let you know how the 40 days of naked juice is going.